Shannon Sharpe, the 56-year-old former NFL player, has been in the news for obviously the wrong reasons. Of course, we all know that bad things always makes the news. And this is because of his romantic relationship or romantic involvement with an OnlyFans model who is just 20 years old. This happened immediately after he publicly announced his $100 million deal with ESPN. And it makes people think someone wants a piece of the pie. And this has made a lot of people angry and are reacting negatively and positively to it, likes of Dr. Umar. And I think this is what's reacting to as well. Let's jump right into this.
And it appears to me, Art, that she didn't have a problem with him seeing her. She had a problem with him not using the when he did it. But then my question becomes, if y'all were already having unprotected for nearly 2 years, why did you need him to wear this time? I'll tell you why she needed him to wear this time, Art, because she was setting him up, as he rightfully said, for the shakedown. For the shakedown. So first of all, Art, she wanted a baby out of Shannon because for a snow bunny dating a wealthy black man, a baby is financial insurance. For a snow bunny dating a successful black man, the mixed race baby, the big black baby, is my financial insurance. Thought Shannon Sharpe was into her until the infamous Instagram Live scandal. You remember that? When Shannon Sharpe was caught on tape banging out a snow bunny on Instagram Live. He claimed he didn't put the Instagram Live on. We will never know the story, but that ain't the point. The point, Art, is she was looking for a baby until Shannon cheated on her with the Instagram Live scandal. Everything changed after the Instagram Live, Art. Everything changed. She went from wanting to be a baby mama to being an extortionist. Because after that, it became all about the money.
Guys, here is where it gets interesting. Although Dr. Umar is not a Christian, but I respect his intelligence.
That a 19-year-old OnlyFans model, I don't care if she black, white, brown, yellow, or red, you are not going to convince me that if you offer a 19-year-old OnlyFans model who sells videos of her body for cash apps on the regular, she sells videos and pictures of her body on the internet for cash apps, and she gets offered $10 million to walk away when she only asks for 50 grand. Think about this, Art. She only asks for 50 grand. Shannon Sharpe says, I'm going to give you 10 million to walk away. And she says no. Art, do you know of anybody on OnlyFans? Do you know of any 19-year-old teenager who, if offered 10 million to shut up and go away, when they only wanted 50 grand, do you know of any 19-year-old girl who is not going to take the 10 million?
Anybody taking 10 million.
Thank you. You on OnlyFans. You making money by selling your body, so you clearly not doing too well in these streets. You get offered 10 million and you turn it down? I believe the NFL power structure, or maybe the white media power structure, or maybe the white podcast power structure. Somebody was jealous of Shannon Sharpe's upcoming $100 million contract.
I personally do not know a 19 years old or 20 or even a 30 years old who would get an offer of 10 million and says no. And that makes you wonder what is really going on. But then the Bible says the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, and wisdom helps in so many things, right? Solomon in the Old Testament, with all his wisdom, he had a dent, and that was something about women, right? It goes down to David, even Samson. Let's even bring it closer. Cosby, R. Kelly, almost Jay-Z, P. Diddy. The list goes on, and now we're talking about this guy. And honestly, things are not looking good for Shannon. Look at what his very close colleague at ESPN has to say about his future in ESPN.
I am the executive producer of First Take on ESPN. I recruited Shannon. I went and got him and brought him to ESPN. But I'm not the boss. Those are other folks. There are layers to this, and there are certain layers even I am not on. I can tell you, I also spoke to co-chairman of Disney, the boss, Jimmy Pitaro, who made it very, very clear we are taking this matter very seriously, and we are looking into this very, very closely. And once we gather as many facts as we possibly can, we will go from there. And that is all he said. And I can mention his name because I received his permission to say that. I don't know what that means. In my perfect world, this equates to Jay-Z, where the case ultimately dropped and Shannon is allowed to continue on First Take and continue to thrive and shine. And not just that, and have an illustrious career in the podcast stratosphere, doing Nightcap with Chad Ochocinco, doing Club Shay Shay, and ultimately gets this $100 million deal that he was all over the news about to sign just a couple of days before this report came out. In my perfect world, he moves on. And somehow, some way, we find this all to be false. But it doesn't seem like that's the way things are about to go down, considering who Mr. Busby is and how emphatic his client is proclaiming that she is right and she's telling the truth. I don't know where this is going to go. I can't speak to anything else.
Things are not looking good for Shannon, especially with this evidence right here.
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah, I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look. You do what you did to me.
So according to Shay Shay, he said it's a setup. And this video popped up. I want you to take this video with a pinch of salt, although it was meant to be like funny, but there is a lot of information to be gathered from this video. And this video actually makes it look as if the lady set him up. Just watch this.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not going to hang up on you. Here's what it is.
I don't want to be... Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the shit out of you when I see you.
You're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Daddy.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you do what they think you did to me.
I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
People count on Shannon. Shay, there are a lot of people that count on Shannon to be professional at all times, and I always try to be professional at all times. Even when I'm behind closed doors, I still try to remain a level of professional, although I'm in the privacy of my own home. And I'm very disappointed in myself, not for the act. I think there are millions and billions of people of consenting age that engage in activities. 5 minutes before I came on, phone ring. It's Cat Williams. What's up? The first thing out of his mouth, guess what he said, Ocho?
Oh, wow.
You ain't gay today?
Listen.
I said, man,
Hey, listen.
said, come on, Cat. He's
This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z.
Have you sent any demand letters out to anybody other than Diddy saying, here's what you've done, we want to settle with you, or we're going to file a lawsuit? Have you sent any to, say, other celebrities beyond Diddy?
And I want to explain that process because it's important. You know, in every single case, especially cases like this, we collect our data, collect our evidence, do our due diligence, spend time with the victim, and then because it's in the best interest of the victim, we attempt to resolve these matters without the filing of a public lawsuit. And
Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother. Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother, on one condition. I'm getting text messages from all over the African universe telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm getting text messages telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm going to stand with my uncle Shannon Sharpe. I'm going to stand with my uncle Shannon Sharpe.
I'm going to stand with Uncle Shay Shay on one condition. Uncle Shay Shay, no more snow bunnies after this scandal. If you cannot promise me that you will never seek the company of another snow bunny, I cannot stand with you. Uncle Shay Shay. Uncle Shay Shay. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe on this one.
Now we know that Shannon Sharpe never got married. But then I'm going to put this out there just for the unmarried ones that want to live their life like him. Okay? This is St. Paul. It is good for them to stay unmarried as I do. He's talking to the unmarried ones. Okay? But if they cannot control themselves, they should marry. For it is better to marry than to burn in passion. Yeah. Although we all know that married men or women also cheat. But to be honest, wisdom begins when you fear the Lord. Show me a wise man, a wise, successful man, and I will show you, and I will tell you that he has the fear of the Lord. You see, the fear of the Lord makes him avoid some of those things. And then at the end of the day, he appears smart. He appears like he is very wise because he's trying to keep to the laws of the Lord. But in all this, I pray that Shannon Sharpe gets out of this without much dents, because already it's looking bad. And I would like to hear what you think about this and what you think what's going on. Do you think he's been set up? Do you think all those things is just to bring him down? Or do you think he deserves what's going on? And I would like you to like, subscribe, and share this video and tell me what you think. And I'll see you next time. Peace.